then going through things like that, I have some general questions for the commissioners and the staff. And then one of the questions was brought up by Robin, who talked about the TAN interest. And her thought on the TAN interest was we wouldn't need all that interest for the full year on the TAN. And so if we could look at it with cash flows to determine how much we would really need, we could probably bring that down, the TAN interest, bring it down in some manner.
So I have to do a cash projection manually,
Yeah.
and I did 24 and 25. If you want to put that up on the screen.
Which one's that one? The
The FY24-25 cash flow projection.
No, I can't see because I have my close glasses on.
So the spreadsheet here that you see, it was broken down by actual revenue received when we receive county taxes, our payroll expenses, our regular AP expenses, when we start borrowing the TAN and when we start paying that TAN back. And that's for the year 2024.
Okay.
And you have both county and jail there.
Okay.
And then if you go to 2025, it's the same thing. We did not start borrowing on the TAN this year until April. We did have to use the TAN to cover health insurance, just as we had to borrow some of the TAN for health insurance last year as well. So you'll see the same revenue county when we start receiving county taxes, expenses. And then when we start borrowing and paying on that TAN, and as of today, I have not paid anything on that TAN.
Okay. So how does this help? Does this help us understand any better if we use let's say calculated some percentages based on cash flows? Could we calculate what we would what we would anticipate needing for interest?
You could, but to me, I think there's a lot of unpredictable factors of expenses.
Well, that's the way budgets are.
No, I know. I didn't have to borrow the TAN until April this year. That was great, but there's no saying that I won't start borrowing on the TAN January of this year. It just depends where we fall with our finances. I know that Robin felt that she could take out half, but if I borrow that 6 million as of January 1, I'll be paying interest from January 1 forward.
Right. And what's the chance of me taking the whole 6 million?
I never that's not my.
Right.
That's not my
It's not
your paper.
MO.
Yeah, no, it's not what I typically do. I'm trying to search for the right word. It's not something that I typically do. I take it out as I need it.
Right.
I don't like to throw it all in there because I don't want to. Something else that's important is I'm going 18 months versus 12 months. I don't know what revenue is going to look like coming in from the county. I do have one town that pays between May and June, or May and July. I get a trickle in September, get a little trickle in October, and then I get the rest of it kind of in November. So this year I've only collected about 2.2 million from towns. So I got a quarter of it, and I have $9 million outstanding that I will collect in the month of November. And of that 9 million, I have to use 4 million to pay back our TAN.
Do you have delinquent towns after November?
No, I have been fortunate. I've had a few times where I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna have 1 or 2 towns, but they usually pull in right at the last minute. So, and it's usually 1 or 2.
So how do you think that would affect the interest? How do you think we could reduce the interest because of this?
I just don't know. I really don't. I know, I will say for the last 2 years, I have spent between 125 and 130,000 in TAN interest. It genuinely scares me to cut that line, because then I don't have anything if I go over on interest. I have
Right.
nothing. And I know it's such a big number. I mean, this fiscal year change, I feel like I'm going blind with this a little bit. There's just a lot,
Yeah,
there's so many key factors playing into this right now. It just, it makes me nervous wanting to cut back on that TAN interest.
well, go ahead.
So maybe on this, on the interest alone, if we could park that until we kind of come to the end a little bit, and here's a reason why. If you've been in the news, if you've been listening to Knox County doesn't have a quorum on their budget committee, so they
Right.
can't pass their the next budget season. So
Right.
they're doing cutting,
Right,
which has affected the coalition for the housing for the jail. So essentially what we've got right now, we will not have an agreement for housing with Two Bridges or Knox. Knox, I think, is going to close their jail. So we've been scrambling, and I don't want to put all the cards on the table right now. The sheriff, when you revisit the jail on the housing line, I can tell you, I think we've got some savings there as to what our projections are. So I would kind of park the interest for a little bit, because I think we can save some good money on the housing line.
Okay.
But we're gonna know more probably within the next couple of weeks.
And keep in mind too, that also affects the communication stuff, the communication center that we were trying to do too. Because there was many years that we were their emergency backup, providing services. And don't get me wrong, if someone calls 911 and they're in distress, I expect us to pick up the phone.
sure,
But we're also not Knox County.
right,
So we shouldn't be funding Knox County, but there's still $1 million something down there that we need to be chasing after. And then we have another deal over in Bucksport. So Knox County falling apart is an opportunity for us.
The collaboration between Knox, SAG, and Waldo and Lincoln has imploded.
right,
And so I think that 2.1 that the sheriff has put on the table for housing, that line, we think we can reduce that by some really serious money. So if we can park, I hear what Carrie says, if we can park that issue just for a little while
okay.
to see where everything else comes in.
I'm okay with that. How about the rest of the committee? Yeah, so
Okay.
let's delay the discussion on interest. I think Robin mentioned in an email that she would be happy to work with me and Carrie to try to figure something out.
Sure.
But I said, I want to bring it to the whole committee
Yeah.
because you guys might have ideas about this. But I'm willing to work with Robin and Carrie to try to come up with something if everybody's okay with that. And we can park it until November 8th and.
Because the other number that's up in the air is, if you look currently, as of last few days, if you look at the housing, if you look at medical benefits, that's 46% of our budget this year. So, and we've gone over to a new broker. We've eliminated 2 brokers and combined it into a 3rd broker. And we're trying to figure out if we can save money there. So there's a lot of big numbers right now up in the air.
Yeah, a whole lot of them.
And keep in mind too, the whole thing with Knox and Two Bridges, them imploding had absolutely nothing to do with us.
Right,
Like we have been a very good partner. They just no longer have been.
but I know we've gotten the articles and
Yeah.
looked at them and
I'm allowed to talk.
seen what's going on. Okay. Thanks. So we'll park that till November 8th and I'll work with Robin. One of the things that I noticed when I looked at
I
Saginaw
am allowed.
and them going to a fiscal year is that their webpage said they spent a lot of time working with the municipalities. As a commission, as the commissioners, have you done anything to bring the towns up to speed? For example, Liberty, Searsmont, Palermo knows
Right.
because I'm on the committee. but maybe not all of the towns know.
I know in my district, for my 12 towns, I've talked to 9 of them.
I've talked to 4 out of 8.
But do you you just talked to them and said that we're going that way and this is what it means to your budget? Or have you
Actually, I
sent-
went to Elizabeth's Stockton Springs, with her town manager.
Yeah,
And they've got some cash flow concerns, and this could be a hot topic. It is a hot topic.
it
Let me
is.
just put it that way. Let me get that on the table for the record. But what it is they're worried about their cash flow. The smaller towns, well, they're all small, but they're worried about cash flow. That extra 6 months and having to tap in whatever reserves they have.
The cities also, it's not just the small towns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you guys were.
I thought you had deep pockets there, Mary, but
Cash flow, you said.
I'll take back those words, but it is gonna be a concern, I'll tell you that. But it's been talked about for years. I know Carrie reached out originally to figure out who was on fiscals, who was on calendars, trying to figure this out, and so there's been a lot of back and forth. I was,
But I
thinking,
think a more formal announcement to the town.
yeah,
that says the commissioners, I mean, and I know they can read your minutes, but
Well,
Yeah.
and just keep in mind too, there was a motion and it was seconded and passed that we were gonna start doing a county commissioner's report for all of your town meetings. Give a more detailed report on what is happening on the county level. So you are gonna end up getting a letter from us for your town reports.
I would say that, the commission and this group is behind in communicating this clearly to towns. It may be something that, oh, we've been talking about it for years, but I will tell you that Northport knows 85% more about what's going on here since I joined this committee. And we don't have that kind of representation for all of our towns.
yeah.
We have, small staffs and select boards that have a ton on their plates. And so the attention to detail, I just wouldn't just count on,
okay.
people have been we have to over communicate, I think when it comes to this, and
I do too.
I don't want towns to feel like they were left in the lurch. It already feels like it's past the point of that to me, so let's get after it. And I wondered if this committee should maybe meet after we're done with the budget for one meeting where we just talk about how do we help our communities and the other communities figure out this stub year thing? How do we communicate that? How do we, what strategies are there around that?
Well, I would suggest that first, the commissioners need to communicate to all the towns.
Yep.
In a formal way,
Mm-hmm.
not just call them up and say, hey, we decided to do this.
Let them know, because the question that I get is, okay, when is that bill gonna be due?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
and,
mean,
and do we need to be figuring this out when we are in our budget process in February? Yes, the answer is yes, we do.
okay.
Noted. Thank you.
Do we know what the unassigned fund balance as of 12/31/2021 was based on the unfinished audited reports?
No, I don't know what that number
You
is.
don't know what that number is? They didn't come up with preliminary reports for you guys to read?
They did give us a report, but I have not read it.
Okay. I'd be interested in knowing what that number is. How comfortable are you guys with the revenue projections? And can we review them with you as we, November 8th, I guess, with some of the other things, because it's the difference between the expenses and the revenue that you get to build, that you build the towns. Should be expenses, revenue, and unassigned fund balance, shouldn't it? For those 3 levels, and to determine what the taxes are. So I'd like, as a committee, I think we'd like to review the revenue projections too. You have a breakdown of incarcerated people. And by that, I mean, how many, we talked to the sheriff, he said 80 to 90% were pretrial. Do we know how many are convicted, pretrial, and illegal aliens? That would be interesting information to have.
Okay, I think the illegals are very, very slim, because they go directly to Two Bridges.
The two bridges?
Yeah, and their numbers is, you know, in the past couple months have been probably less than 8. You know, so that's a very small number.
Yeah,
though.
so we might want to ask the sheriff if he could give us a more detailed breakdown than just 80 to 90% or something like that.
Sure.
So that we know.
And we
who
just
was
also
pre-traveling.
just received a report on, I lose track of days, yesterday. Okay. We do have a report from SMRT, which is an architectural firm that was hired to do a study of all 4 jail systems
Mhm.
for all 4 counties. Because we're looking at more collaboration, and now that collaboration fell apart, but they did an analysis of a number of years of inmates and the hours that they're arrested and all this other stuff. I can push that out. We can push it out to the committee. So keep you up at night.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Well, the budget does, so adding one more thing
Sure.
won't make much of a difference.
You
Um,
got that far on the sheriff? Okay, thank you.
do we know how much this year's jail budget exceeded last year's jail budget? Because there's a 4%, you know, we've got a 4% limit, which in the past we've always gone over. Because the county has to house the inmates anyhow.
But also remember, we extracted a bunch of lines out.
I
of the
know,
jail
I
budget.
mean, my eyes were going cross trying to say, okay, well, this one went here, this one went there, all that stuff, but I think I got it figured.
This coming week, I can have Danielle, our office associate, pull those lines together into one spreadsheet so that you can look at what it would be had it been a complete
That would be good,
budget.
25 and 26. Do we know if we could freeze on all unfilled positions or some of the unfilled positions in the county? Do we freeze those?
How many unfilled do we have? Do you know, Carrie? Tracy just started
There's-
Tuesday full-time HR, but go ahead.
I think there's one that I am aware of right now. And then we have
What department?
SO.
Communication.
SO.
SO?
I'm not sure about the communication. Tracy and I were just talking about it yesterday. There may be 1 or 2. I think there's
So
one
there's
or
not a lot.
There is not, but you also have 2 department heads that are adding 2 new positions that are kind of important.
Mhm.
Are there any services that could be curtailed that we're putting on?
Good question.
Good question.
You know, we got facilities here tonight. You know, what can we bump down the road for cap expenses? Meeting with SMRT, they gave us you'll see a breakdown there of estimates of dollar figures for what they project for 0 to 5 years and 6 to 12 years on the jail building. Some of that stuff is very low hanging fruit. The only thing that concerns me is the roof at the jail. And I think that figure, if I remember rightly, was $200 and some odd thousand, but if there more likely has asbestos, then it's asbestos abatement. But that is a big question in my mind if we can kick that one down the road, Bob.
That's capital improvements. That's
Yeah,
not-
so the cap expenses,
That's not.
maybe there's some way
services
we
to the
can
county.
kick some of those down the road a little bit. What's that?
This
Oh, this building, this roof here. You know, there's certain sides of the peaked roof that are curled. And you know how I get nervous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those were the questions that I had for you guys as I was looking through the budget numbers.
Good question.
And then I have some general comments. You know, we've all seen the recent press articles, Knox County, you know, not being 20%, but not being able to even do that. They have to go back to last year's budget because they don't have a budget committee. A 14% increase in Penobscot, Washington County's $11 million debt issue.
And the unions refused to open their contracts up there.
Yeah, well.
Reopen.
You know, the cost of living here in Waldo County. And you know, those are the things that are popping up. One thing that, or a couple of things that happened, we got the 2026 projected assessment state valuation. And I plugged that into my spreadsheets. And for the most part, everybody pretty much stayed the same. Belfast gained a little and Islesboro lost about the same amount as Belfast gained. As far as percentage of the budget that you would have to be responsible for.
I haven't seen those numbers.
The state released those numbers already?
They projected.
Estimate.
Oh, estimate, gotcha.
So I don't know how often the projection changes from the
I don't either, Carrie.
The actual, and the actual doesn't come out until like January
Yeah.
17th or
Yeah.
18th.
but I mean,
Well.
I got it from there.
I got it too.
Yeah, so it came to the towns.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I did was, you know how I calculated how much our towns would each probably have to pay if we went with the budget as it was presented. And I asked my assessor to take that amount and plug it into this year instead of the amount that we had last year, to find out what that meant per thousand. And for Palermo, it means another 80 cents per $1,000, which at first he told me it was $8 per thousand, and I just said, "Oh."
Heart attack.
There's a defibrillator, yeah.
But he had slipped the decimal point on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We got that straightened out, you know, because that really kept me up that night, and I hadn't looked at its calculation. But 80 cents is still a lot. 80
Yeah, it
cents
is.
for on our town means a 13% increase
Yeah, it's
in
still a lot.
property taxes. And that doesn't include what's gonna happen next year because of the schools and what's gonna happen because of the local administration. But those were the comments that I had. Do we want to approve the minutes from last time, or do you want to make your
Now,
comment
my comment is just leading into our topic
Okay.
tonight.
on the facilities? All right, so I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of let's see, October 9th. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second
Was that
from Daniel.
Yes.
Thank you.
All in favor? And we don't have to do a roll call because nobody's on Zoom. Good. All right. So now we're getting ready for facilities, Chris. And if Mary, if you wanna
So
lead in.
I'm trying to, so we've got one, two, three, four. We have 4 people here tonight who have done this before, who have been to a facilities review before. And Chris, is this your second budget?
This is my third.
Third? So so this is my third as well. So the first year, Chris was brand new.
Right.
And we were pretty lenient. We let some things go because there really wasn't history and we didn't have as much history as we needed it. So,
Plus, we didn't need to bring it down as much.
and last year we were still pretty kind.
Yeah,
Well, my gloves are coming off this year. Has nothing to do directly with you, Chris.
No worries.
I think you do a fabulous job from what I know. But we have some serious money issues here this year. And there are a number of lines, things where we left what I'm gonna call a marker. And I'm starting with the small stuff. I'm starting with the nickels and dimes, guys. But there are lines here where we left markers that don't need to be there. And then we're gonna have some lines that are seriously high. So that's just short, I shortened it all up.
okay, and I might say another thing. That as I look through your budget, one of the things that I did was I added all of, let's say, snow plowing together. And I said, okay, well, you've got so much in snow plowing, you haven't spent so much in snow plowing, well, maybe you could give this much up. And I really don't care whether you say it's snow plowing for the sheriff or snow plowing for the
Yeah.
commissioners. It doesn't matter to me, as long as we can come up with a number that takes care of the responsibility that you have as facilities manager and makes sense to us as a budget.
That makes sense. I wasn't able to do that. I didn't have the time to do that. So you'll share when we
I will.
come to that, because we will come to that.
Okay. So if you want to start out,
So what is, are we just going right line by line? I know Mary had said, if you want to start with the market.
We're going line by line.
Line by line, all right. So do we want to start right with, I mean, the overtime and the personnel? Sure, so okay. So for 26, for overtime, we requested 1,500. And then for the 6 months, I just cut that in half, for 6 months, for 750, which equals 2,250 total. For the personnel, we've requested 7,155. And that's with the extra, because of the leap year. you get an
Extra pay day.
period. Yes, extra pay period. With the 6 months, 27, we have $77,534, which equals for the combined $234,689.
okay,
This one with 4105 mileage, requested 400. I'd be actually willing to drop that one down, whereas,
could we go 2 and 1?
yes,
Okay,
we both have vehicles, and I don't think that it's necessary. I have not used it in my time here,
No,
so.
so I'm not happy with 2 and 1. He hasn't used it in several years.
I can go 100, 150 then.
There we go, 150.
What line is this?
line 4105,
4105.
so 150 and 75.
No, 150.
100.
100,
100 for the 26,
50.
and then 50 for 27, which equals 150 total.
Gotcha. Okay,
Okay. See my sheet. For meals, 4110, requested 250. For the 26, 125s for 27. And that would equal $375 total.
so. Haven't really used it.
We have.
What is it for?
So up to date now, Harry, I just got that new one. We had just used it when we,
We've got $8.68 as of the 23rd.
yes,
So that was on the last, that will be on the current credit card slip, so I don't know if it was
it should be,
another
that
$100.
should be current. What that is usually, this year we do some because we've had to go up to Palo de Bango, for instance, during those lunch hours and stuff. I also, when the residents help out, in the early in the morning, what have you, if they're digging a ditch, I'll give them coffee with that line or donuts or something, just to say thank you to them. I could go down to 150 for the 26. I'd be fine with that. And then cut
Okay.
the other one in half to, what is that, 75
Okay.
for the 6 months?
Okay. Much was it?
150 and 75. All right,
For vehicle, I've requested $3,200 for the 12 months. We just put a lot of work in our trucks. They're getting older. We just got cars. So I did ask for a lot less than last year, thinking, hoping everything goes well. These trucks should be good for at least another year. And
so how
then
many trucks do you have?
I have 2,
2,
one for me and one for my technician.
okay. And what kind of trucks are they?
They are both 2015 Rams.
Rams?
Yeah.
Okay,
A lot of that obviously is just gas. I drive around the county. I have multiple tower sites around the county. to drive to, so,
I don't see any chance to cut this lower. I think he's gone as tight here as you can go.
yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
All right. Now here's electricity where I jumped a bunch of things together.
Of course,
So if I added up all the electricity, let me read my notes here. Electricity dropped dropped commissioners to 6,500. Was dropped by the commissioners, I guess, to 6,500. But you have almost 300 or 3,000 unspent year to date in electricity.
so. Doing the math, so what I did all the math, I have 2 months left, I have a chart. That shows how much kilowatts per month in the cost per month.
Great, fabulous.
So doing the math, this year 25. I will be going up to $44,870. I've done my research with CMP and these electricity bills. And they are expecting anywhere between a 13% increase to a 22% increase. From May of 2024 to May of this year, it jumped up 30%. I myself, I went on a baseline number of 15% to try to cut as close as I could. So projecting out for 26, for the year 26, and with a 15% increase, that would get me up to 55,650 cents. And that was good because when I did propose this budget, I did this in June and July. So some of the numbers have come down and that we have had sun. The solar panels are coming into effect. We are saving thousands of dollars with these solar panels.
Right. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, and it's really, honestly, I know it may not seem it, but with the CMP jumping up 30% just in the year,
Yeah.
we are really saving some money with these solar panels that we've placed in the county. I'm happy to for 26. If 15%, I'd be happy to go to 5,800. Give me. I'm just worried. I'm just worried that with the leeway, if it's not 50%, it could go up to. It could be 70%. I do not know. CMP right now is trying to pass some 5-year plan that is going to cost astronomical numbers.
All right. So he's offered 5,800, Mary.
So I don't have anything lumped together to follow here.
Yeah.
We've got it line by line.
And that's what I'm talking about. The line. So the line for which building? I'm talking about
They're on Commissioner
the
Court.
Commissioner Court. So that's 4303.
You can take that to
Our,
58.
our first line is 4302.
I know he had brought up the commissioners. So that's why I was confused.
So the Maine extension is up 2,600 to 3,600. And that's from the projected CMP increase. That's
Yes,
the first one.
yes. 3,600, yes, that is the projection for that.
And that one can't come down any, you think that one's accurate given the increases?
With the numbers that I've done, that as close
Yeah.
as I can get to, yes.
And the next one is what you were saying, you
So-
could go down to 58.
So you did your numbers in July?
Yes.
And then I have the updated, I did my research this week and I have
Okay.
updated numbers because
Okay.
so my charts look very different from July
Yeah,
now.
okay.
So when we do our budget, it's through July and August.
Mhm.
So I did have a couple months extra of updated.
Okay, so what you need to share with us. Because our column says 627.25 that we're looking at. In terms of expended, and then we'll get the appropriations update. These charts, these spreadsheets that we're looking at. When were they done? He said he did this update this
This
week.
is a,
What we sat down in August.
yes,
So you're gonna need to tell, so.
But what right now, as of the charts that Harry sent out, the financials,
Appropriation,
the appropriation,
yeah,
we've paid out $27,596.50 for 4302 through 4308.
you're lumping them again.
I
We,
am.
we don't have that information.
Okay,
Can you tell us what the sum total of all the electricity lumped together is for the budget for what's requested?
for what's requested.
Yeah.
you want the total for all electric lines for what the
What-
commissioners have requested.
Yeah.
And then that number for what has been expended this year.
Problem with that is the credits that we get for each of the buildings. They don't get distributed evenly.
Right.
And some of the panels that we have on different buildings too are also with a different company, like the sheriff's office doesn't have the same
Mm-hmm.
contract as the other ones.
So your total electricity that is being requested, and I'm looking at the commissioners requested because that was the last approved amount. That total is 43,350.
Okay.
That does not include the jail, which jail is way down at the bottom.
Mhm.
And if you add the jail electricity, that brings it up to 79,350. And that's for the 12 months.
And what do you have for your 12 months or for the expenditures to date?
It's useless.
Everything but the jail, because the jail's down at the bottom of this report.
You give me a minute and I'll calculate.
So should we move along to the next group while she's calculating electric?
All right.
So we're just gonna go to water sewer, skip the electric.
Yeah, we'll come back when she's done.
Okay.
So we can all be on the same page.
With the water sewer 4310 EMA, or sorry, 4309, the Commissioners Court. I'm asking for $1,218. And in the 6 months, in 27, 812, which equals $2,030.
That looks okay to me.
It does to me.
That, yes, we got that letter in the mail stating what the percentage.
Okay,
increases
so
are.
we're okay on water and sewer.
With 4310, for EMA. I've requested for $710.50 for both lines. That is for the well testing that needs to be done out
Yep.
there. Because
Yep.
they're on a well, and that's how much that costs.
And
Which equals-
6 months because of what happened in the first half of the year.
Exactly. Which equals 1421.
The other piece of that too is, every 5 years we have to, or every 3 years, we have to have the septic system pump. So that's something that out too.
Actually, with your little usage, you really don't have to do it till 5 years, but
Well, we have some pretty good classes that are going through there now. Some big.
what size is your tank? 1,000 gallon?
What's that?
What size is your tank? 1,000 gallon?
Yeah, it's 1,000, yeah.
You've got 5 years with the usage you have. Anyway. 710 is good,
And with, so
because I know about sewage and septic.
with 4313, the sheriff. I'm asking for $2,030 for 26. And for the 6 months, $1,116.50, which equals out to $3,146.50. Dis,
This one seems a little high to me. But everything sheriff seems high to me.
Again, doing the.
The sheriff had 2,000 in the last year's budget, and they've spent
Okay.
1,590 so
You're not
far.
seeing 2,000, I'm
1625.
1625 in this current budget. And spent 1368. Which is why I say it's high. Even with full water increases.
It's 4313, right?
Yes.
Oh, I was on the wrong one, sorry.
Yeah, hard to follow.
They have spent 1,368 so far this year.
Rounded up to 69. 90% qualifies for that.
Yeah. And they have 256 left to go on that one.
So somewhere between 2030 and 1625 is reality.
Would 1850 cover the increase?
I hope so.
I'm good with hope every few lines.
1850?
1850.
What line is that?
4313.
And then maybe just knock the other one down to 1,000.
I would agree with that.
Can you say those numbers again, please? Sorry,
1850,
for 12 months?
yeah, and then 1,000 for the 6.
Thank you.
Okay. Your total, can we go back to electricity? Because my head's there.
Okay.
So combined requested last year was 56,350.
Okay, so the number you gave us before was 43,350.
That's-
No jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, requested to this year.
No, that's requested this year.
Okay,
That
sorry.
43,350 is
Okay.
requested this year.
Okay. Go ahead.
So requested last year, sorry, was 56,350. Year to date spent combined is $49,047.
I just, that makes sense, so.
That includes the sheriff's.
That includes the jail.
1030.
Oh,
That includes jail.
I am so confused.
Let me start over.
Please. Are we talking about with jail or without jail?
I'm gonna give it to you with jail.
Okay, and the first column is gonna be the current budget.
Current budget with jail is
Yes.
79,350.
Okay.
that's what's being requested for 12 months.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
the current budget.
2025.
Okay.
No,
No.
that is requested current year, 12 months for 26.
Yeah, I think the use of the word current is confusing because 25 is the current year.
Requested for 26.
Yep.
County and jail is 79,350. Total requested for 2025 was 56,350.
Can you repeat that?
56,350, 56350. Year to date is $49,047. 49047.
Four nine oh four seven?
49047.
So the request this year has gone from 56 to 79 for all of the electricity. How does that compare with the expected CMP increase?
Roughly
Is-
15% number.
But question, is that with? Because the projected was with jail, is that also the total with jail
Yes.
from the last year?
Yes.
Just making sure.
So with that said, I do want to say that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines that are probably going to end up over budget this year in CMP. The sheriff's office is going over budget. They're currently over budget. The comm center, we have 3 more months and we're projected to be over budget on that. I only have $240 left in that line. And the jail is on its way of being over budget. I have 3,500, but their CMP bill usually is anywhere from 2,500 to about 5,000, depending on the year.
So how many bills are we missing this year? One month?
October, November, and then we'll have
Gary,
October, November, right?
so my charts, so I go line by line with when I do my work.
Mhm.
My electricity bills are line by line, building by building. That's the easiest way I can comprehend it
Yep.
and get it to you guys.
Yep.
So I did the CMP bills for October. So I only have 2 months left. So my numbers that I did line by line, I multiplied them by the 15%. And obviously, it's a pure forecast,
Mhm.
especially for 27, no idea what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. So I just stuck with the baseline 15%.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I can do. And I know you got them all together for one big number and that's fine.
Almost.
Oh,
If left the jail.
I think it would be easier for me if I went to you guys building by building.
Yeah,
Because it's
Okay.
it's
Okay.
easier,
I'm good with
because
that.
I have those numbers. I don't have I didn't do the total. yet.
okay.
Doing the math,
You're doing a good job.
thank you. Believe me, I know from last year, this is the one I'm prepared for. This is the big one, and I know that.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, that's
I am not-
appreciated.
and so
Just to clarify, Mary, the gloves did come off in August before this.
I'm
So
happy to hear that. They would, that's what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing, Tim.
he had one
Okay.
coffee before he got a bunch.
okay, so do we want to start with 4302?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So this year, I'm expected to spend $3,177, which I was budgeted for 26.
Hmm.
So that will be over. Next year, with that 15% raise, just doing the math alone,
Mhm.
I'm projected to spend $3,653.55. And then 27 with that is $1,703.15. Added up together for the 4302 is $5,356.70. That is pretty much right on the cusp of what I requested.
Mhm.
Okay,
I recommend we do not touch that line.
all right,
I'm okay with you.
me too.
I like facts. I'm good when there's facts.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to bring it. The third time's a charm.
Okay, commissioners,
Yes, Commissioner's Court.
Get 10 points there.
Okay, so this is one where you guys will be happy. So doing the math, and this is where the solar panels really this year came into effect.
Yes.
I will say that
Yes.
too. So that helps a lot. Who knows how much sun we're gonna get next year with rain
It'll
and all
get
that.
better
stuff.
next year.
But this is projecting.
Yep.
So for this year, I'm gonna spend $4,870 for this building. Next year projected with that 15% increase will be $5,600.50. For the year 27 would be $3,068.20. Altogether, that is $8,668.70. So I'm willing I'm willing to go down to, for the total of the 26, 27, I can go down to with a little bit of, if I could have a little play, $8,900.
And
We
what
wanna-
are you on your two previous lines though, when you did that?
For the 12 months.
Yeah.
So I can bring the 65 down to. Oh. Let's see, I can do. 50, if we have $200 play on each line, so 5,800
fine.
on the 26,
Mhm. Yeah.
okay?
And then the 6 month?
And then the 6 month, so that one is a lot closer, so this is, the 27 projected out is $3,068.
Mhm.
I asked for 3,250. I'd actually like to keep that, so I have that little bit of wiggle room, but I understand if we want to cut it right down to the number of
Yeah, 'cause
30.
your solar numbers are gonna really, I've been this rodeo before. I know how. it works.
Yes.
They're gonna get better.
I agree, and again, solar has helped this building, but I will also say that there is levels of how much
Yeah.
hierarchy, so to speak,
Yeah.
of what buildings get what for the
So
credits.
what a little tighter than 3,200 can you do?
29,
No, because I projected out for 27, $3,068. So 3150, you want to take 100 out?
Yeah,
Yay.
is that still total 89?
So that would equal 58 plus
Yes.
31.
89.50.
Thank you.
Look at that.
All right.
Need more.
Okay,
Okay, on a roll here.
so electric.
EMA.
Or EMA
In the room with us.
in the room. This year projected out. Projected to spend $551. For 26, where that increase is $633.65. 27 is $361.10. That total of the 2 years being, for the 18 months, being $994.75. So this is one actually I would like to ask for a bump. Yes,
Oh,
Hey,
man.
we're going the wrong way.
I know.
My kids in the hallway, can you set a better example?
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Again, like I have more data from August, 2 extra
I
months.
think we believe you.
Yeah. So what are your numbers?
So for 26, it's $633.65. So I'd like to go, in this one, we can cut pretty tight. I'd like to go to 650 on that.
I'll buy that.
Okay,
And then for 27, I'd like to request, let's say, 375.
Hmm.
Take my breath away.
all right.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Sheriff.
What?
About 1025?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So the sheriff,
4307.
So I have a question.
yes.
This is for everybody. So now that the Superior Court sale is done and passed. Have we worked all the numbers through the system? Can we get that line off of the paperwork?
Yeah,
Just a thought for future progress.
Well, if she has
still
expended
shows the year
last
24.
year, if she's got that in there in 2024, you've got expended in.
I do have expended
That's why it's there.
It is,
Yeah.
but it will go away next year.
It will be
Okay,
gone.
thank you.
Okay, so for the sheriff's office. Now we'll say last year, now we'll quote, my number here was called undefensible. But I'm about to defend it. So last year I requested $12,000 in the
Yes,
budget
you did.
committee.
Yes, you did.
This year, I projected to
And
spend,
we cut your feet out from under you.
and that's okay.
And
You
you've been
guys have a job to
somewhat
do.
smarter. Somewhat,
Thank you.
minimally.
Okay. This year I'm gonna spend $11,140. So I'd be $860 short of what I requested for, in my numbers that I put
Good
together.
point. Good point.
I think I'm a lot smarter.
Yeah.
Boy,
Chris, don't throw me a completely under the bus
Okay,
here.
so is the 15.5 you're requesting?
So for 26, doing the math, going out where I'm.
We had a good meeting.
you're
Electric
gonna
chair.
go up from 15.5, aren't you?
No,
Ooh,
I'm not. I did the math for you, Mary.
Reality.
Got all the math for you. I just wanted to defend myself from last year.
You are doing so good.
26, for the year 26, projected out will be $12,811.
Let's give him 13 even.
You said 13.
For 27. So with 27, I will say this number is a little high because the first 6 months is winter, first 4 months, let's be honest, winter. You don't have as much sun. The summer really kicks in for the solar in the sheriff's office building. So for 27, doing the average of the first 6 months with the 15% increase will be $8,192.60.
8,200.
Agree.
Which combine that total for 26, 27 would be $21,003.60.
No, the numbers we just gave you, 13,008, 8,002.
21.2.
21, all right. Thank you.
Alright, that's a little better.
Okay. Dispatch.
Okay, again, I asked for $17,000 last year in the budget committee.
Cut you down to 12.
And he's back at 17.
And projected this year. That can't be right.
And what's amazing is they sit up there in the dark.
Year to date, we've spent 759.
So with my updated, I have the most recent bill. Year to date spent is $13,243. Projected out. I don't think that's right, but the numbers I have is $15,891 this year to spend. With that 15% increase for 26, $18,274.65.
18,300.
Mary,
And then projecting out in
18
27,
pennies, good.
projecting out in 27, it would be $7,922.35. So that would-
925,
800, 8,000.
8,000.
Okay, so
That would,
4308, we're good, we'll approve
yeah, so
18,3 and 8.
Yes.
so the total that I would have for 26, 27 projected out is $26,197.
You're getting 26,300.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
now,
Repeat those
can
first.
we get out of the
Those
sewer?
Numbers, I'm sorry.
the 26,
Wrong line, yeah.
the 26 for dispatch, the budget committee just so kindly approved of $18,300. Or 8,000, well, $18,300.
Thank you,
And
sorry.
then for 27, it was $8,000 even.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we're back in the sewer.
yeah, the only one we changed in the sewer was the
Oh.
sheriff.
So I will
Oh,
say,
get that done on the,
we have right down the line, if we want to stick with electricity, it is $45.99. The line is right after the water sewer actually, which,
Power electric,
yes.
oh,
So I have this chart too.
go ahead.
Projected out or this year, we're gonna spend $9,371. So projected out for 26, it'll be $10,776.65.
10,000.
Do 11?
10,008.
10,8 from 12.
And then in 27, projected out is $5,781.05.
58,
58.
okay,
And yeah, that's
Now we're-
16,600 for.
Now we're back in the septic tank.
16. Okay,
all right, so
so back to
I
the
think
water.
we stopped at EMA and left them where they were.
yeah,
Yes,
So did you leave county commissioners, water sewer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're down to the sheriff. We did numbers on the sheriff
Yes,
and then we stopped.
But you left it the same.
the numbers we did on the sheriff.
we did do the numbers on the sheriff.
1,850 and 1,000,
Yes.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
now we're on this.
Now we're on dispatch,
Okay, wait a
yes.
minute, which ones did we just do?
Just
We
did
went-
Which ones did you just,
Power site electricity is the last one we made a decision.
45, line 45.99.
okay,
Now we're back and back up. and-
Yeah, sorry, I just figured we get the electricity done while we were on the top.
thank you.
Dispatch.
So water sewer dispatch,
4314 line.
yes. I requested $1,725 for the next year. For 27, $862.75,
Okay.
which totals out to
Same
$25.88
time.
and 25 cents.
And what are you projecting for the balance of this year?
Going off of
Mhm.
what so this year we've spent $1,000 so far, and we'll get, I think it's a quarterly bill that we get the sewer.
Yeah,
Um,
for water, don't you get biannual, 2 times a year on sewer, 4 times on water?
oh, maybe that's what, 4, okay, yeah, I
Maybe
think
that,
you're right.
yeah, I think
I
water
think
is
you're right.
Yeah,
I do think you're right. Yes, sorry. We've spent $1,000 so far this year, so we have one more of the water bill, and then we have the end of the sewer bill this year. Well, actually, that comes out and that's the part of it, is it comes out in January for the prior year. So like,
Yes, yes.
that's kind of what, part of this is technically
To cover.
to cover from the end of 24. Because we get the bill in January, whatever. it is.
Payable, February.
Right. And then the June one already came in for the
Right.
sewer.
Right.
The water bill. I think we're gonna be right on that number with 1,300, maybe a tad over, I believe.
For this year?
For this year.
Yeah,
And then with that percentage increase. Gotta find where I'm at
Yeah,
here,
did
dispatch.
you get those numbers? 1725 looks a little.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I can go to. If the sheriff's at 1850, I'd probably want to go with 16.
Good.
Okay,
16 and 8.
yes, that works for me.
Okay, 24.
Okay.
Okay,
4601 generators. I've requested the $3,000 for next year, 1,500 for the 6 months, which is a total of 4,500.
hey, you're already overspent on generators by $350.
Yeah, unfortunately, of course, one of them had issues this year, and we are in the midst of that. They're regularly maintained. This covers that.
Yeah, but you're comfortable with 3 and 1.
Yes.
And 15, okay.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. No removal.
Snow removal. So I did these numbers because on the 18th month budget, I'm getting 2 full winters with this
Okay.
one budget. Obviously, who knows how the winters are, so I just kind of based my numbers off of what happened this past winter, where it was a long winter for us with the snow. We get a pretty good deal with snow plowing.
Okay.
So I think that these
About
numbers,
shoveling.
shoveling,
Yeah,
The-
you just
the-
said we get a pretty good deal with plowing. What about shoveling?
shoveling, the same guy usually does shovel out too. He could charge it in one, or we have the residents up on the,
Now we're talking.
yeah, they've always done that since I've been here.
We also keep in mind, Mary, we did a breakdown too of if we were to pay hourly versus contractually.
yeah.
And by doing the contract, we save about $2,500 instead of paying our hourly employee, because we'd have to pay him overtime too.
Good information to have.
Because we have the
Sharing.
plow truck and we have a truck. So if we were to do it that way, it would actually cost us about 2,500 more.
Commissioner Parker and I sat down and we really went
Oh, I
over.
skimmed it. I skimmed him a line.
We sat down
It
and
was-
tried to hash this out to figure out the best way. We've looked into possible even going other directions. Because most people obviously charge per plow or they have a set price for the whole winter.
Yep.
Right now, we are on a per plow basis with our contractor, and right now we have a good deal.
Happy to hear that. Thanks for all the work, both of you.
And that also didn't include the extra insurance, because with having the contractor do it, he carries insurance opposed from having to
Yep.
carry a type of insurance with an employee.
Right,
So with 4602 dispatch snow removal, I've asked for 4,000 for next year. And then 3,500 for that 6 months, which equals 7,500. And like I said, it's just preparing for that winter. It's 2 winters. And going off of what we had,
Okay, so you said you used this most recent winter because it
Mhm.
was long in your
Mhm.
terms. And you spent 3480.
which we possibly could spend more because this year is not over. If we have snow in December or
that's
November.
right. Do you pay him by the trip or?
Yes, he comes and plows and he drops off his check, whatever, his invoice.
And what is your minimum inches for him to plow?
He usually doesn't come in unless it's, we need to clear the parking lot, but nothing, not an inch. No. We keep it safe though. There are people that walk, we have to go out and ice and everything, de-ice it.
True. Like you don't have a specific in terms of.
No,
inches with snow.
He calls or I call.
So the contract you have is by snow event,
Yes,
so it's not a flat rate.
no,
Mine's too.
We don't have anyone here that does flat rates.
Since I've been here, this is the contract that I've used in the last 3 winters, or 2 winters, however many winters I've worked here now. And like I said, I went over with Commissioner Parker, and I just feel as right now, that even though it is per push, it is well below the market. for push.
He's also servicing several different places.
He does,
So-
he does this building, he does up on the hill. He does the cooperative extension building up there. He does help us all.
Okay.
Okay.
When I grouped all those,
Mhm.
sorry,
Don't go there. Don't start.
you're asking for $1,000 less than what you asked for last year. And come on, Jerry. And you still have 1591 left in the commissioner's court. I know you've gone over
Yes.
some.
So, or do we wanna go? Are we talking about Commissioner's Court? Do we wanna skip those lines? The other ones above that?
I do, because I think you're pretty much right on there, and then commissioner's court, I just had a question why,
Yeah, looking at it.
is it a miscoding, is it?
I could probably drop that down definitely to. Current year. Could drop it down to 11
11
or 12. I'd like 12,
Well, you've only asked for 11.
Take the 12.
11.50.
No, I said you've only asked for 11.7.
Okay, what line are you on?
Yeah, but like.
I'm looking at all snow removal.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought you said this court.
Yeah,
This
you know, the
building.
Commissioner's Court.
So I'm looking at 4605.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
4605.
you're right, we have spent. So
Mhm.
we have spent $908 this year so far.
Yeah.
Projecting, who knows what's gonna happen in November, December.
You'd like to bring it down to 12.
Yes,
We
No, we're
like to-
talking-
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like the 1,000.
Commissioner Court.
How about we split it at
Commissioner
1,100?
This
Court,
building,
This
yeah.
building. I
Yes.
think.
Could we split that at 1,100?
you want 11?
1100?
Sure.
Who's keeping score?
And then
And
27 will be 1,100 as well. Based on your
Yes.
argument about them.
Yes,
okay, and leave the others as they are.
I had to be lower on the cooperative extension.
so. Current year with cooperative extension, we've spent like $2,000.
Yeah,
I've requested for 2,200s, if you want to, so $2,052 is what we spent with the cooperative extension.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the wrong, no, I'm on the right one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
252 is what you spent.
yeah. So I requested for 22. Do we,
21.
you wanna go 21?
Well, I want to go lower, but 21
I
makes
know.
sense.
Okay. 21, and how much for the next year?
He says 2 winters equal.
But now you're giving him more than he asked for.
Mhm.
Thanks, Mary.
Well, so make your case here because you started out by
Yeah.
saying they should
No,
both be the
I,
same and that's not what you did.
I must have, I
Had 'em
think
both.
I've yes, I think I miscalculated on the lines and they all must have blurred together.
So all of your 27 lines are lower than your 26.
Right. And I messed it up with the snow removal, I can understand that.
So, okay,
Because,
where are we gonna end up here? He made a statement that they're,
because I'm thinking of
Winter
the
and
6, I'm thinking of the 4 months of 27, I think is what, instead of, because we're not gonna pay for November, December
in
for
27,
right,
correct?
right.
That's
that-
why it's lower. Okay, so in that case, the line 4605 commissioners should not be 1,100 for 27. Should be 1,000 max.
We spent $908, so yeah. I can-
900.
Okay, I can do that.
So we're.
So we do it 1,000
We got
or-
another lot of numbers jumping around.
Okay, line 4605, snow removal commissioners.
Or 27.
For 26, we were at 1100.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
27, 900.
Okay.
Total is 2,000.
you okay with that, Chris?
Oh, I thought we were going down to 1,000 for 27, because I'm at 908 right now, a little
Yeah,
over.
we're gonna be at 900.
Yes, ma'am.
Farmer's Almanac over here.
That's what I go by. It's something I have to go by.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's drop down to the co-op then. We got 2,100 for the 2026. And the stub
So his
period,
17 seems,
pardon?
his 17 there seems okay.
I will say so this year, obviously, we haven't hit November yet. I've spent $2,052
Jeez.
for that building.
So you're making a case for that should be higher than 17.
I'm making a case for it to,
So what's the percentage?
because we had said the 2.1 the same as 26.
So your winter runs from, you do two months and 4 months, is that how you do it in terms of your?
Essentially.
Um,
But this year, going off of this, like I said, all I can forecast is this year's numbers. This year at that building is 2,052, and we haven't hit November, December yet.
Right,
So that would mean only about 1,400 if I round it up for your 27 on extension.
No, hang on, never mind.
so what are we
If
going
I
with on the
do, you do
extension?
2/3, 1/3.
Right.
Okay, so for your whole, if your whole winter, which is 100%, is 2,100 in 26, the year 26.
Right.
Then 4 months becomes 2/3 of what 26 was, and that's about 1,400 rounding up.
Right. But my case for this building
Yes.
alone is separate than the other ones, because this year I've spent $2,052, and that's only this year. January through,
Cooperative use statute.
yes. I've spent $2,000 on that already.
It seems like it ought to be
Okay.
higher.
All right, so where are we? We're at 2,100. Are you okay with 2,100 for 2026?
For 26, yes, yes.
Okay, and what are you suggesting, Chris, for 2020?
I can go to 2,000. That's what I'm asking more for.
But it's only 4 months in 27.
I understand, but Mary, this year's the 4 months, I spent $2,052. This year,
The 4 months.
yes.
Okay, as opposed to November and.
Because we're not at the end of the
Okay,
winter
okay,
yet,
I'm
right.
with you, I'm sorry, I'm with you.
Okay,
So that's 4,100 total for that line.
Yes.
are we okay on that?
So 21 and then 2.
Two,
Wow, for that moment.
yeah. All right,
I do want to remind you that the cooperative extension, we are obligated by law,
Mhm.
by statute to provide a building.
Waiting for that to come
Sorry, Mary.
on. I knew it was coming sometime.
Well, I did your vote wrong.
Provide the building.
Is that the
To
part
provide
where
the
we're
heat
cooperative?
and
Yes.
provide-
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how we show our cooperation.
I'm required to maintain that building.
The county is required by statute to provide office space, building maintenance. Actually, I think they should have provided the statute in your binder
It
under
was.
there.
It was, I
Okay.
think.
All right,
Okay.
flying right through this stuff.
What?
Let's,
Okay, so
repairs, maintenance,
repairs maintenance 4607 for the cooperative extension.
Guess we gotta do that.
Um, I've asked for $2,000 for next year. And then $1,000 for the 6 months, which equals 3,017.
And what's being spent this year total?
17.
And this year I still have me and my technician are building stairs out there. It's a safety hazard at the moment.
Do you expect the same amount of maintenance on buildings year after? Like, do you kind of like try to chip away like a little bit here and there? or
I
you
do
see
try to
stuff
chip away,
coming down the road.
And in my experience in here, like these repairs, maintenance, my electric repairs, I'm all completely forecasting. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, just supplies going to Hammond Lumber or wherever we go, supplies go up every
Yeah.
year. My technician and I, we have done a lot of work this year. We've saved county a lot of money instead of hiring out because we can do it ourselves. And I really pride ourselves
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you.
Example, floors
We,
Upstairs,
over here.
over
this
here.
room and.
I'm happy to show them off.
And we'll be doing, we have more stuff to do, at the Cooperative Extension Building. It's an older building, it's just keeping it maintained.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 and 1,
Yeah.
keep it
Yes.
like
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Let's go, Commissioners Court,
Commissioners Court,
So your 3,000 looks low based on what you spent, so what's going
well,
on?
so part of that is doing the floors, that was a. That came up and we had to get it done because it was causing health, the rugs that were there were terrible.
Emergency.
Again.
Yeah.
Obviously now, we don't have to do that next year. Also with the commission, in this building, which includes upstairs to the probate court, their countertop just broke. So we had to replace that, and that cost $1,000 alone.
So the back door that you come in.
That is on I have a capital improvement list.
Okay.
We're on top of this, Mary.
That is on my list. We are trying, really both doors, but these doors are not in great shape. There's also
There's a little deferred maintenance.
yeah, and also, and there's a roof here, half of the roof of this building
that
too.
Kevin is very nervous about.
Yes.
Gary, we don't want to crumble.
And don't forget about the windows, Chris. Tell her about
I
the.
drove
Yes,
the
I have-
flooring.
So,
You got the flooring from Martin's.
That's where I got my flooring.
Yeah.
That's where you go. Where else would you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, well,
so let's
Things in Maine.
let's keep going on this repair.
okay. I asked for line 4608 for this building, I asked for $3,000,
Yes,
1,500 for the 6 months and
Yeah.
4,500 in total.
I don't see, but I can cut that.
Okay,
Okay, the next line repairs, maintenance EMA. I've asked for $1,800 for next year, $900 for 27, which equals 27 total.
Okay, so what's going on there? Because that's well overspent.
This year, we had to, I know we got the snow blower out there, we got,
We had to put a cover on the chimney because.
Cover up the
we didn't
chimney,
get
that's
dead
right.
birds in our chimney.
and that was expensive, to have
Yeah,
the
the
chimney guy come in. And there was something else
They
too.
were cleaning out the chimney, got it clean out, and there was 3 dead birds. So
Um,
we had to put a
chimney cap on.
tin cap on.
still relatively a new building, so
Yeah,
again,
really.
so hope for
So
the
you're
best,
gonna-
but
so
prepare
you
for
cut
the
it
worst.
down, you cut it down,
I'm not expecting, it's,
Three.
right, I'm not expecting anything like that
Yeah.
again,
I
to
think
be,
that
just to be frank.
this is another good place for hope.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
so I'm,
Okay, well, what was your number?
Okay. So 4612, the sheriff's office. I'm requesting $2,000 for 26. $1,000 for the 6 months and $3,000 in total.
Okay, so what's going on there? 14, under 14 spent today.
That one, so coming up, we have to do wall repairs this winter. For November, December, that's a winter project that we're doing. We have to do wall repairs and they also some offices need a new floor in that one. And that will cover what I asked for last year. That is getting an older building. There's been, in my time here, multiple problems with that building, boiler, heating, things of that nature.
okay,
I would really like to
Okay.
keep that.
let's move down.
Dispatch, I'm asking for $2,500,
Better have a good story.
$1,250 for 27, which is $3,750. I'm actually asking for less than last year.
Yeah, well, you spent $932.
Yeah, but in the prior couple years, he spent almost 25, 24.
Yeah, well, but what's the story?
They're get more flooring. We just put a new boiler in. So we have to fix that room up. And then we also we need a possibly an oil tank with the new boiler.
Enough oil cooking.
All
And
right,
we also have to do some more wall work in their
Okay, I'm
room.
good.
Okay.
electric repairs.
Electric repairs. So 4614 for the co-op building. I'm asking for 500 for each for 26 and for 27, which equals 1,000.
And we didn't spend anything on them this year.
No,
Didn't spend
no-
anything in 24 either.
Nothing has
so-
happened. Need an electrician out there. And then that's just what it is. There's been no electrical problems out there so far in my time.
So do you think you could do 300?
I think it costs, if we had one problem, because I am not allowed to change outlets, for instance, which is a really
I
easy,
know.
in changing an outlet will probably be minimum with the labor cost. I think it's like $300 per phone call to call the electricians.
It's a base of $75 per hour just for an assistant.
Yeah.
That's the assistant, that's not the actual. electrician.
These trade workers, they're in high demand, they're always busy.
Yeah.
And they are charging us, they charge right now. It's their high demand, and they
understand
can.
completely. I have several rental properties.
Yeah. I'd like to keep that the same if possible.
5 and 5,
Okay.
all right. Go down to Commissioners Court.
Commissioners Court, I'm asking for,
Same story, 0 and 0, 2 years
And-
running.
right now, we're getting new lights out back so everyone can see. We're getting a new.
In the
time
parking
switch.
lot,
Yeah.
so you can actually see,
Yes.
get your
Yeah.
car in the ice in the winter? Whoa, safety concerns taken care of.
It was actually brought up in the safety meeting last year,
Yes,
just saying.
yeah, it was.
All right, so you're asking for 1,500.
Yes,
What else besides lights in the parking lot?
hopefully, ideally, nothing, but again, outlet,
I'll change outlets if you want me to, Mary.
I'll come change
I mean,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
All right. PMA, 1,500.
yes.
Again. So, okay. So, what about 500 and 500?
For EMA,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Yeah,
a new
it's
building.
a new
isn't it?
building.
yeah,
The 360, was that when we had to reprogram the generator?
I think so. I put it,
What was happening was it was set up so that we're on the battery, but the generator would never come on. The way it was all programmed.
Yeah.
We had to get it programmed so that the battery together would sort of point the generator. So we had to bring in electric, do a little extra work to get it so that.
So that's been taken care of.
It has.
So that was a 360 that got spent, nothing the year before. Can we go 500 and 500?
I'll do that for you, man.
Thank you.
Job, give her one.
All right. Sheriff,
Sheriff.
Sheriff, I'm asking for 500. I would not like to take anything out of that one.
Okay, seems to be a theme here of 500 and 500.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like we can afford one problem. Is the theme.
Okay, dispatch 0000000.
Yes, so they are doing electrical work now in their the radio room, I think it's called. And preparing for that. It's an older building, again, outlets are gonna be replaced and things like that.
Okay, not gonna argue that.
okay,
All right,
Commissioner,
4621 AC maintenance.
Yeah.
So I'm asking for the same as I had for last year, 1250. 625 for the 6 months and 27, which is equals 1875.
so let's just talk general AC. Because this is a grouping, Bob. You should have some good.
I
story
do
here,
have a
because
grouping.
This looks, there's a lot of water here.
Nice.
What do you want to know? What would-
A good story.
the story, AC, if one of
Here's
these,
what I have in my note for the whole ball of wax, AC maintenance. 12 months asking for the same as last year,
yes,
4,250, but you have 3,850 unspent year to date. 6 months at 1/2 seems too rich.
calling our, we have a couple of AC, well, we have an AC company that we call the HVAC company that does our work. And they're inexpensive. So when something does happen,
It's
it is,
expensive.
it's a minimum $600 bill, minimum. Again, I hope nothing does happen. I'd love if everybody to be cool in the summer. Sometimes it's just not reality. It's a lot of my budgeting, like I said, is hope for the best, prepare for the worst. I cannot forecast when things are gonna break or not.
Yeah.
I keep them as regularly maintained as I can.
That shows.
A heat pump. Getting him, it's a minimum of $400 to come out and service a heat pump.
I like the way Bob groups a lot of these together because like
To see.
the chances of every AC in the county
Yeah.
needing repair and maintenance next year is slim. So if you count for every single building needing that.
Yeah.
I wish it was all one thing. That way you could say, well, there's a good chance that 3 out of 7 of our units need something. Let's budget
Mhm.
for that. Rather than all of these, we didn't spend anything, but we need to guess that we might.
This is the one group that I like that concept because there's so many zeros in this group. That total number makes complete sense and somehow you all figure out how to make it fit on the paper. Because this one to do line by line, you're just gonna tell us it's $400 every time he comes.
Right, I understand.
And all we are looking at is 0, 0, 0,
Right.
0 everywhere.
Right.
Is it possible to change line items in this process, or is that maybe like a commissioner thing?
For me, maintenance wise, the lines, it helps because
Yeah.
it keeps track of my buildings.
Yeah.
It
It makes sense to keep track of it that way, because if we did it as one lump and next year you came to us and said, I want this for 3, and we asked you what's the story, you'd say, well, this building needs this and that
Yeah.
building needs that.
And for me, so this year, we've spent $400 for an AC at the sheriff's department. Like, it just shows me what building was taken
I
care of.
think what we need to do for this group is say, here's the total number, you put it where you want it, and we'll get an update next meeting or
So
so.
why don't we say you get $2,000 for AC for this year,
What was the number?
2,000. Then split it however you want. Or we give them 2,400 since there's 6 of them and you can put,
There we go.
I would be a lot more comfortable with 24. I think we should, I'm
24
2,000.
makes sense. You're
2,000.
Okay.
2400
AC. And you put it where you want it, and we'll get an update at some point.
Everybody follow that? There's 6.
There's 5. There's 5, I got.
Yeah.
6,
Right,
7.
there's only 5.
Oh no, did you just do that?
My
Yeah.
God, it's
There's only 5.
5 buildings, but there's. At the sheriff's office, there's a lot of heat pumps. In this building, there are new heat pumps that were added with the new. With the
Who's doing your heat pumps and so.
Thayer services them.
Okay,
Sorry, what?
if we go 2,500, then it's 500 each.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay,
That's way better.
And are we doing 12.25, 12.50? Have that? 12.50.
Can we pause just for a second,
Yes.
please? So they've taken all of the AC.
Yes.
And they've lumped it into one, and they're saying 25.
Or
2,500
yeah.
for all.
And
so
Chris
500.
gets to put it on the lines he wants
That
it on.
works. Thank you, 25. Thank you so much.
and for the,
For 2027,
1250.
12.50.
1,250?
Yeah. Don't tell me if 5 goes into it or not. That's Chris's problem.
They go into everything. This might have a remainder. All right.
Well, that was the most fun I've had all night.
Wait. Just wait.
So we'll move on to the cleaning maintenance, line 4628.
Yeah,
Okay. Cleaning maintenance for the sheriff's building, $1,800 requested for next year. 900 for 27, equals 2,700.
We were overspent this year by 105, so
Yeah,
spent 1355. Cleaning maintenance. Now, what is it, cleaning maintenance? What is that?
I have a janitorial, a custodian,
Yep.
and he gets all the supplies and for cleaning all
These
all
are
his
the
building.
supplies for the custodian.
And include like a new vacuum if we need it, or have you, those, not just supplies, but this also comes up, it's maintenance.
Okay, so the janitorial is like, shows up in an hourly in the staff at the beginning of this, but this is just supplies for each building.
Correct.
And is this a separate service that has all kinds of clearance shit because it's the sheriff's department? It's
Clearance.
above, because it's a police department, sheriff's department,
Mhm.
that they have to have special clearance that makes them more expensive than other cleaning companies?
Nope, we use the same cleaning company to get stuff for all our buildings. We order from WB Mason,
Oh, you're just talking supplies.
right, including vacuums and stuff like that. It's.
Okay, you're not talking the labor.
The labor, he works for the county. It's just him.
Okay,
These are supplies on
thank you.
and minor tools.
So 1355 this year, but 1800 requested for next year. Can we cut that down to 15 or 16?
We can go. We can go 15.
And then do 750 for the 6 months?
Okay, what do we have now? Did we get it to 15 or 16?
15.
15
I heard him say it.
15,
Yeah.
and 750.
750.
I do wonder about doing a straight half for supplies because of inflation.
Mhm.
If maybe we ought to insulate it a little bit instead of doing
800.
exactly half.
800,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, where are you, 800?
line 4628
Instead of the 750, they.
in
Okay.
2027. And the total is 2,300.
Okay,
Um,
Commissioner's Court.
Commissioner's Court, I've asked for the same as last year, 1,500, 750, because I cut it in half, which equals 2,250 total.
Mhm.
Only spent
This year-
175.
But we are getting a new vacuum cleaner.
Well, you won't need one next year.
True.
Are you getting a Dyson?
Or whatever.
That sucks.
Come on.
We had a healthy debate about which vacuum cleaner to buy.
With the supplies that towards the end of the year, I mean, WB, it's gonna be right up to the 15. I can promise you that.
Okay, okay.
All right,
Better not see a Dyson here when I come in.
There will be a Dyson, I promise.
now we're on the co-op.
Yes. So that one I've kept at 300.
Nothing's been spent for 3 years. What's going on?
It's a small building and those supplies. just
See,
don't
you
fit
said
in
it's been polished. There's nothing been spent for 3 years.
there. We just haven't needed any, it's been well cleaned and maintained. We haven't needed much.
Well,
I've probably honestly, he might order it and I think he picks it up from here. So I probably has billed as,
Mm.
I get it.
so do we want to stay with 3 and 2?
Not really.
What do you want?
2 and 1,
His supplies around in his van or truck. 2
Yeah,
2 and 1.
and 1.
Good.
got it. All right, dispatch.
Okay.
I just finished seeing. So yes,
Gap here.
yes. 2,000 I requested, I'm willing to drop that down to, let's say 1,350.
Good.
Great.
And
I
what
would have
about the
cracked at
27?
1,500.
And then for 27, can we do 650?
I was gonna give you 7, 650 is great.
650.
Well, I'll take 7 if you're gonna give it.
No, I'm not, 650.
All right,
Chris.
clean EMA.
Wait, what's the total on that one? Is that 2,000 total?
Yes.
EMA, that's another one that's moving around in the van.
Yeah.
They maintain out there, so whatever supplies they get, They just give me the bill and I bill it as such.
Oh, nice.
$32.20. You are great, Dale. Thank you.
It's so nice that you came.
I wish
So-
everybody had all of these meetings.
Okay, so we're cutting Dale back to what?
150.
75.
No, 100 and then 50.
Oh, 100. Okay,
So which line was that?
40. Can't see.
4633.
4633.
So for 27, we're doing $50.
Yes.
And what was the other?
Sounds bad when you say it that
inflation
way.
over what he spent this year.
And then for a total of 150.
Oh my goodness.
No, it should be cool.
Well, why did we spend so much in 2024, I guess it is?
What
Spent
did you say?
40
1,140.
for EMA,
Yeah,
because that was when they were up at the sheriff's department, so it was split up into things and our janitor was doing that up
Okay.
there.
all right, so we're okay, we're done with that, let's
Yeah,
move on.
When you say which line you're working on, would you please say the number too, because the number as well, because I
Yeah.
keep getting. lost on
Absolutely.
which number.
Absolutely.
4635.
Heating repairs for Commissioners Court, I've asked, so. Um.
Yes.
I've asked for 2250, and I cut that in half for 27, 1125, equals 3375.
Cut it back 250 from this year,
Yes,
and you spent 1,500. This is that same HVAC guy that charges $400 or $500 to show up.
yes.
Okay, Bob. On your grouping of heating repairs,
Well, on my grouping, it was a 7,500. And we have $2,251 unspent. In that grouping out of 7,000, so.
and what's the total of what he asked for?
12 months asking for the same as
No, he
Last
came down
year.
250.
Came down 250 on
One of
one of the
them.
lines.
Oh,
so-
I'm sorry,
One of
yeah,
those
we were
lines.
just on one line.
Yeah.
but you know, in total, it's the same as last year with 2252 unspent. Can you do 50, well, what I wrote? Can you do 5,500 and 3,000?
For
for that whole
For
group.
the grouping,
It's pretty tight.
55, you said?
55
I mean-
versus 7? 55.
55 versus 75.
What about 6,000?
I was gonna say, I could do 6,000, I think.
6,000.
6
And
Well,
I will put in the lines where needed.
Yes, yes,
6,003.
yeah,
6,000, and we're talking about for the total for the 18, correct?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And does that cover 4635 through
Bill doesn't have table or one.
The grouping up heating repairs, yeah.
Okay, that is 4635, 4636, 4638, 4639, 4640, 4641.
Yes.
Very excited to see how this experiment works out for next year's
Okay.
process.
4642 tower repair.
Yes, so I'm asking for
Send it to me.
1,500. For next year, we need to do a floor at one of the tower sites. We need to paint exterior paint another tower site. And we're also doing a metal door for another tower site.
So you
That-
had in your notes repairs Aborn and Stockton Springs, and now there's another one, another site.
A-born is also A-born is two, the door and the.
Okay. I'm good with those numbers.
For tower,
Mm-hmm.
but he hasn't spent any this year.
He just told us the work he is going to do.
Okay.
I have a good sense of what those things cost.
Good. 1,500 and 750. All right, trash.
Trash,
And another thing,
the one that,
Gosh.
4660.
Who's
46.
picking up the trash?
We use Casellas. So for this building, ask for 1,900,
Medication.
950 for the 6 months and 27, which equals out to 2,850 in total for this building.
So how far back do they do? Are we like 3 months more in the year? Or this is a big gap. Have they like raised their rates a lot?
I'm so
Late
year
billing?
to date for this building, I've spent $1,200. With the 2 months remaining, because we're billed twice a month, they come every other week.
Twice a month.
Yeah, I will be right up at 16 or over with this building.
We've asked for 19.
Yes. I'm feeling I'm going over. That's why I have a strong feeling that it will be over 16, well over 16.
And have they increased the rates? Have you talked to them? Are they increasing the rates
They have increased the rates.
recently?
Yes.
I just kind of looked at trash and said,
Another grouping.
well, no, I didn't group it because I looked at it and I go, well, you're probably working on some kind of contract that you have with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And you've got the numbers fairly,
I'm good with it.
fairly well
I'm good
figured out.
with the-
Let's just go through.
Yeah.
Just one question.
Yes.
Trash, so are our big producers of trash also composting? Do we know? It's like Northport is applying for a grant to do, to offer composting at our transfer station.
And Belfast already does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Uh,
And the idea is that this is a cost we can't control and that's
Right.
something we can get a grant for, so.
So I think the only building that we could compost from
Mhm.
would be the jail
Mhm.
or the kitchen. I don't believe they are composting.
Okay.
Um, with that, up on the hill,
So they could, but if they did, they could bring it to the Belfast transfer station, right? And then pass the cost on to you, Mary? Just a thought, I know, we should have
What I can
Jason
do-
for that conversation.
I can
but-
definitely, for the next meeting, I can look into that and see if we can alleviate
That
some
would
of
be
those.
interesting to know.
Okay,
And it's certainly something we should discuss with Jason when we have our rework.
Yeah, it's like all this like electricity. I'm like, have you thought of not turning the lights on? Like, have you thought of making less trash? Like we all do in our homes.
our big expenditure with the trash bill is the one up on the hill. We have one canister, and that's between dispatch, sheriff, and the jail. Jail produces the most trash. As you can see in the line, they require the most money. That per pay period. Right now, the last bill was like $460 some odd dollars. They pick up every other week, 2 weeks, however you want to say that.
They square yards, is it, Chris, you know?
I do not know. off the top of my head.
Okay.
And that is something the commissioners I've talked about too, is looking
Yeah.
into the square footage to see if we can alleviate any type of cost into.
Yeah.
Either a bigger dumpster
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
how less
More
often.
efficiency.
The only thing I
Right.
with this building, I think we could look into getting a bigger one and then coming less often. Up on the hill,
No.
the jail produces so much trash. I just do not think
No.
that would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just off subject, just really quick. Where is the county on LED lighting in the buildings?
So far, when I was technician, my prior boss had me install as much of the LED lights as I can. Most of the buildings do have them.
Thank you.
I have bulbs. I'm waiting for, they go out, but I have bulbs ready to replace as needed.
Thank you.
Okay, we're leaving trash as it is. Leaving our trash.
We're leaving the commissioners building.
Oh, you wanna go through each one?
Who I just want to hear.
Okay,
So just Chris, have you? This is all like you've double checked and
Trash,
it's useless time spent trying to bring these down at all. I think you said.
like I said, though, one thing I can look into for up on the hill, yes, I do not think
Yeah, okay.
there's any use of
Okay.
changing.
Okay,
There.
I'm good.
okay,
So
Okay.
read the line so everybody knows.
okay,
Yes.
so we've gone through 4660, 4661, 4663, 4664, 4665, and we haven't changed them.
Okay.
What you mailing, Chris?
Yeah, what are you not nailing?
Not a lot, so obviously I don't think I've used that line.
You haven't,
Yeah, my time here.
you haven't. So
has
this is,
never
this
come
was my speech ahead of time. This was one of the
Oh.
prime things. We left a marker. It was 0 for 2 years last year.
Mhm.
Now it's 3 years. Why is that $75 there?
Do you do any mailing?
In my time, it has yet to,
If
Any
you
reason
needed
to
to mail something, it could come out of
You could
some
come here.
other supplies
Okay.
line, I would think.
Or let's
so we're
Zero.
zeroing
Eliminated.
postage. Okay.
0. 0, 0.
Okay, now we're in the big bucks.
All right, plumbing, here's another.
What happened to the elevator?
Oh, wait.
4837.
Superior Court. That's the
Zero
Superior,
zero,
that's
Superior Court,
that's
sorry.
your building.
Yeah. I-
How's that help?
No, but I know.
Yeah.
They probably already do.
I know more now than they did.
We took the cables out, Mary, just so you know.
Okay, so here's one I grouped, okay? Last year for all these plumbing, the
Yeah.
48
Yes,
um
yes.
hundreds. They are asking the same as last year, $33.50, with $2,950 unspent.
Say that again, 3350,
$33.50 they're asking.
yeah.
They have unspent $29.50.
Mhm.
Okay. And it looks like the 6 months is a little rich.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 departments.
And so I've got on my notes, could you do 2,000 and 1,000? But now, my esteemed colleagues,
Yes.
they have a different idea.
Between 6 buildings. I mean, I hope there's no plumbing issues. Again, there hasn't been, that's been
Right,
great,
yeah.
you know,
I
it's,
understand.
Another grouping, you're gonna
Right.
get $2,000.
okay,
Put a
and if I
green
go
water.
over though, I mean, it's, you know, if things happen, things happen.
I'll come with a plunger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get your number?
Okay.
I'm closer, I've got more than one plunger.
The numbers are 4839, 4840, 4841, 4843, 4844, and 4845. For 2026, we're giving him $2,000 to spread as he wishes. And $1,000 to the stuff for you. Okay,
Yep,
all right, let's move on.
maintenance.
So the maintenance monitoring, these are this for the Commissioner's Court, that is a contract that I have with Seco Security for the, what are they called, panic buttons. Panic buttons, and we also have a security system, that maintains all that. So this is all under, contract here. I think with this year we spent 1779. I should get. I think I could go down to, so the reason why I asked for more last year, this is what it was. I had asked for, we had this new department here next door, the D's moved
Yes.
down, and they had added, panic buttons.
Mhm.
Overestimated on how much that would cost. So I can drop down, instead of the 35 I'm asking for next year,
Mhm.
I can drop down to, I think the next
Drum roll.
28.
Good.
Okay,
And is it half?
28 and 14.
And yes. Well,
No.
no, because this year. Where is it again? I've spent just shy of 18.
Okay,
I would like to keep it at the 1750.
okay.
Okay.
So the only thing we're changing on 4890
Bring it down
is
to
2,800 on
So we're
12 months.
bringing it down to 4,500, is that right?
Yes.
No.
2,800 and 1750.
450. 4,450. Fine. I'm not gonna, yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting her back out of
Okay.
trouble before.
Yeah,
You will-
4,550.
Okay,
4890,
You will-
4800
so,
and 1750.
oh, sorry, I'll wait.
2800 and
Okay.
leave it at 1750, totals 4550. Thank you.
So for line 5205, fuel for this building, Commissioners Court. I've requested $9,000. I'm requesting $6,000 for next year, or for the half year. And $15,000 total. The 6,000 for the 6 months particular, again, going off of my charts that I had for this winter, it was really cold until about April. And that's where most of our fuel was. We had got more fuel. We've spent just shy of 6,400 on this building so far.
Yeah,
And we do not have, and we still have October, November, December bills come in. I really feel that I need to stay on this one with this building.
good. Who do you get your fuel from, Dead River?
We go through Maritime.
Okay. Fuel EMA.
Fuel EMA. Fuel for EMA. I'm asking for $3,000. And I'm asking for $2,000 for the 6 months period equals 5,000.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Sheriff, fuel
Fuel for sheriff.
5209.
Yep. I am asking for $5,000 next year. And for the 6 months, I'm asking for 3,500,
This one seems,
which is a total of 8,500. This
based,
year was,
based on the two we just did and
Mhm.
how the, your discussion there, this one seems off.
so we spent, let's see, right line, 3,200 so far.
Yeah.
Well, just shy of 33,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I could cut it back.
that was spent as of June, right? Is that?
No, the
No,
number.
the most recent one I have,
But
that's
last week, you,
3273. That's what we spent this year. I can go down probably 40. 42
okay?
42 for
or
sheriff.
26 for the year 26.
Mhm.
And for that 6 months, I really would like to keep that the same because this year I'm at 3273.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuel dispatch.
Fuel for dispatch. So this one, we just got a new boiler and we've switched to propane. So this is the difference a little bit here. I'm asking for 2,800.
So you did this based on the propane.
Yes. And that's why it is a lot cheaper than what I had last year budgeted. So 2,800 for 26, 1,300 for 27, the 6 months. And 4,100 total.
You getting that from Maritime also?
Yes.
You have a contract price?
Yes, it was $1.53, I believe.
For the propane?
I thought last year was
Do
6.
you know why it's?
No, $1.63 this year.
For the propane.
But we did get 10 cents cheaper this year than last year.
Okay, what's the oil?
I do not know.
Why is it less than half for the 6 months?
So dispatch, they were, in my estimation, they require a little bit less fuel than everybody else because they have all their machines that are running all the time. They have in there.
Okay,
And that's, they're in my information talking with the department head over there. I feel like in the 6 months that would be fine.
And it's on demand.
Take it.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yes, the new one is on demand too, and it will, I think this new boiler will help a lot of things.
Okay. Good.
You know,
All right.
it was like 20 years old too.
Yeah,
25.
Yeah, the one that we replaced.
Fuel cooperative extension.
fuel co-op, so I'm asking for 23. For next year, and for the 6 months, 16.
Hi.
I've spent 14 this year with the fuel. So do you want to go down to 15 for the 6 months?
That seems tight.
The 23 is the one that bothers me.
We haven't hit November, December yet.
Still,
What if we
Um,
did 2 and 15?
2 and 15. I can do 2,000 for sure. I can do the 2,000 for sure.
okay, 2015,
I can do the 2.
you can do the 2000, but you're not wanting to do the 15.
Not for 20, not for 27. No, and I can't predict what the price is gonna be. too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it 16.
Yes,
Okay,
35.
2 and 16 for line,
50 to 11.
So
52.
3600.
all right.
3,500.
No, he's doing 2000 and
Oh,
then
right,
1600.
sorry, I agree.
Everybody all squared away?
Yes.
Right now we're on maintenance supplies, commissioner court.
Yes, so line 5325, I'm asking for 1250. For the 6 months, I'm asking for 625.
I'll take it.
Totals 1875.
I'm good.
Okay,
For the maintenance of EMA, I'm asking for 500. 300 for the 6 months, which equals 800.
I'm okay with that. Of
you know what, I looked at all of those as a,
course you did.
as a crew. And I looked
Almost
at.
done,
I-
almost done. Let's just do the lines.
I looked at it, at the history and I think the history supports the amounts that he has.
Yeah, let's just finish the lines.
Unless you want to go
Almost
through each
there.
line.
We're almost finished the lines. Let us just finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're good with EMA, right? 5326?
Yes,
Okay, so 5329 sheriffs, asking for 600. 300
Good
for the
with
6
those.
months, 900. 5330, asking for 750. 375 in the 6 months, and 1125 for the 18 months.
okay. We're on dispatch, right?
Yes.
What's
That
the
seems-
projection for this year? Can we
That
do like
seems high?
6 and 3 instead?
Projection for, let me see here.
Is this-
Maintenance supplies again next
You
year.
got a tank and you got something, you got
You
some
got
things
tank,
going on
and
floors and something.
Floors, we put in a new door frame this year over there. We have a lot of maintenance to do in their dispatch room, the comm center room itself.
Give you that one.
Thank you.
Co-op,
Co-op, I'm asking for 250 again, same as last year, 125 for the 6 months,
I'm okay.
375 total.
We're done. Bob, we did it.
You did.
This is where you're gonna buy your stamps this year. It's 5335.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Remember, you got $10 out of this for stamps.
Yeah, so now,
Office supplies.
better have a good story here.
Yeah, so obviously, I.
Right, obviously.
Spent 370.
Right, I can go down, going off of what I spent in 24 too, I can go down to 800.
Good.
804.
I can do, yes,
800, 400.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
35, 53, 35, 800 and 400. All right. Now the fun part.
very far.
Now you gotta go to your jail budget.
My dad is the facilities manager, and if he had to go through what you're going through tonight, he would like quit. You know.
I feel like I said, to attend the charge, I feel like I'm very prepared.
He has increased his outstanding with us each of the last 3 years.
Right.
He's outstanding this year. He's learned each year, paid attention. They can't
true.
find the jail.
It's very expensive.
Page one,
They're not.
down at the bottom on the jail budget.
Yeah. I did, I entered the stuff from that into this, if we would like to quick refer. I don't have to go
Find it
back
on
and
here.
forth to see them.
Okay, where is it on here? It's about the already there.
It's its own packet. It's its own one of
The
these.
jail.
So
The
this
jail.
year, I'll say Gary and I talked, and we
Here.
felt it was just best suited instead of us. They moved this jail budget over to completely to my budget instead of just balancing between the jail budget. 'Cause
I must have put it in my bag or
the
whatever.
way I have it now, like that's not all I'm responsible for. So this year, I don't know if they're going to the 1030. I don't know what exactly was, how that was decided. Gary, with the jail budget, is that gonna be a 1030 number now too as well? Or are we still keeping that 1050? The stuff that's moved over to 9.
It'll be 1030 and then it will stay like 4015 or 4022 or
Okay.
whatever those numbers are.
So next meeting, it would all be under the same facilities 1030 budget instead of the balancing act of, which will help me too. So,
All right, so we've got electricity first.
yes, do.
We talked about that before though,
Yeah,
didn't,
we
Not
did
with the
that.
jail though.
not with the
No.
deal?
That was something else.
Well,
This, so I will say again, like last year,
Almost
since, are we ready to start?
Yeah.
I was told again, my numbers were indefensible with this one. Projecting out, I asked for 28K last year. And this year we're gonna spend $27,981.
Even though we're looking at 21,450.
Keep in mind, those credits from those solar panels.
The jail does not get any.
So there's
That's right.
$19 on the table we're talking about.
Yes, Mary, so each, the average out right now is $2,332 a month.
Pretty close. Okay.
So, okay, so that's just based on the 15% that.
No, that's the 25 for this year.
Stan, I mean, your 39.6 is based on 15% more than what you expect to spend by the end of this year.
So I have some good news with that one.
Okay.
I have more updated numbers.
Hey,
Do you not have the updated sheet?
No, they do. I have the updated sheet, so my math is different.
Can you just
said
tell them,
39
oh, wait,
something.
there's more?
I know, I'm just looking.
Because every time you say that,
This was in
that's what
my
I think.
packet today,
Oh, wait, there's more.
39.6.
Last week you should have gotten an updated.
this I got one I wrote on here, 10,425.
This one says
I
10
mean, last week, this is what was printed here right now.
Yeah, last week or the last time we were all here, I handed you a whole packet of stuff. You should have got an updated.
I would assume that what's printed here in front of me tonight is newer than what was here last time.
No, what I handed you last week, I handed you a bunch of updated things last time.
They were dated, it was 10/4, the date.
Yeah. You don't
Have
have
one
the right
that's
one
marked
either.
10/7.
No. What? Hold
I
on,
have one that's 10/7.
hold on.
Okay, there was a single page, but.
Well, the first two pages were great.
You gave us a single.
Yeah, the only, I gave you a single page of the.
Yeah, I'll work there.
It says 39.
Yeah.
And then it's on the right line.
No.
Well, employee benefit, there's 25.
No, the last time you met, it was a whole packet of
And
paper.
that's what I'm working off of.
Mine's 10/7.
I've got everything in my book.
Got it.
Okay, then this one needs to be handed to you because we updated, there's updates.
So how many do I need to make? This is what was in front of me
Yeah,
tonight.
this is what I got.
The jail numbers, these are all correct.
Yeah.
The jail
Okay.
numbers got
Yeah.
updated.
Okay, but it's,
Oh, I got two.
okay,
I
but.
got a 915 and I got a.
I didn't bring this with me, this was here that you saw. That was. Oh, okay, no, we're not.
There's an update. The update.
Employee benefits was here, okay.
It's on the, it's
Got
down here in the corner.
Gotcha. So I just need something new.
My husband makes the best no bakes in the world.
Thank you.
Sorry for the, I thought.
So much for being really excited that I had all this filled in.
Yeah. And these are like.
Apparently it's snack break time.
With experience. helps.
Do we need to take 5 minutes?
Yes, yes,
I need more sugar.
I know.
All right. So where? Wait here. So, like I said, this year, we're gonna spend 20. On average, going by the averages, $27,981.
Okay.
So next year projecting out. At first I requested for 36, but with the 15% raise for 26. That math comes out to $32,178.15. I would like to ask for 33.
Okay.
All right, 33.
For 27, with the 50%, it projects out to $17,405.25. I'd like to keep the 18 on that one,
18, got it.
You got it.
33 and 18.
which,
Okay.
yes. Okay,
4302 electricity, 33 and 18.
51.
Fuel oil.
fuel oil.
See here.
Fuel oil, I last for 11,400 for the 26. This year we've spent about $8,228.
Yeah,
With November left. I could come down, I think, to.
did you
It's
do
close.
10 and 5?
I can do. I could probably do 10, I think. It would be close.
Okay,
Cutting it really close, but I
so we'll
think.
give you 10. Can you do 5 the next year for the stub period?
Personally, I'd like to keep the same, like I said, this year, even alone, we spent 8,200.
Okay,
I'm good with the 57.
All right,
That's
me
4
too.
months of heating.
so 4303 fuel oil
So
for
43
the year goes down 10.
for
and it
26, yeah,
And it stays at 5,700 for
yes.
27. All right, Sue.
Sewage,
Don't be
4308. Okay. My. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I asked for 11,400 or 11,800 and I do not know why.
Yeah,
That
really.
number is really not.
You
not-
got on the
Yeah.
wrong line.
Yeah, no, that one, that
Yeah.
is my mistake. I'm sorry for that.
I said it seemed way overpriced.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm
Can
looking
you
at
keep
it.
it at 55 and 27.5?
So this year, I will say sewage has, with one more bill remaining, we're at 4122. And sewage also counts for that, more septic has to come in
Yeah,
once a
yeah,
month and do have to clean it out. So
Who are they cleaning out once a month?
they pump out. They have to clean they jettison it's a trap.
Grease trap.
Oh,
Well, there's the grease trap, there's that too, yeah.
Okay.
And then they have to come in and clean out, they flush it all out.
So Mary, they like flush stuff down the toilets at the jail.
They have to
Just
pump it
you
out,
know, Stuff that we like to hide.
right?
Okay, so not
so-
tampons.
You know, here's the thing. Technically, you're not allowed to say no because of how people are identifying now. And there was once a case when I was an officer, so I actually cannot answer you.
Okay.
So, given that,
yes.
I can come down to 72.
Hi.
70.
A lot that happens, a lot of sewage goes through there, it's a full facility, 24/7 manned. Sewage prices are going up.
But the year before, last year and the year before, it's, right around 5,000.
The sewage prices are going up every year, 5%.
Occupancy is
They went up more than
too.
that.
Okay,
So,
what did you say you could do, Chris?
72.
72, I'm okay with that.
and then for the 6,
we've spent. I could go to. I'd like to. 41. That's 6 months, right? I could probably do 51.
72 for the whole year and 51 for 6 months?
That's true.
Let's try that again.
Well, like I said, I've spent 4,100 this year so far. So 5,000.
Mary,
The first
you're
number,
making
the
faces.
first number is 4. I snorted also. 4,500?
Yes.
4,800.
I'll take 40.
All right, 4,800.
48.
All right. So line
That's 12.
4803, 4308 is 7,200 and 4,800. Water,
Water, do.
You didn't have a whole lot of room on water.
No,
I think we're okay there.
Yeah, you gotta stay there.
Repair, maintenance, air conditioning.
repair, maintenance, air conditioning.
Oh, we already did air conditioning.
No, this is the
Wasn't-
jail.
Wasn't one of the places.
This is the jail.
Very special use of corn.
I kept it the same from what I asked for last year. They have a heat pump that does both air and or
It needs to
AC
split,
and
yeah,
heating,
yeah.
and it's an everyday room. Spent $556 this year. I'd like to keep it the same, obviously, but
How about, give yourself room for twice what you spent this year and call it 1,200.
how about 15?
I'd buy 15
15 for the year,
for the year.
okay.
Or 601.
And then what, 750 for 6 months?
Yeah, because I would do, yes.
Okay. 4601, 1,500 and 750. Building repairs, building structure.
So I'm asking for $16,000 for that for 26 and $8,000 for 27.
I'm okay with that one.
I was just gonna say, we have to look at the roof of that building, the removal of an underground oil tank, and probably new AC on the rooftops, new AC units.
So in
That's
that
jail.
case, you haven't asked for enough money.
And I'm not expecting to,
Does the roof have to be done, or is it like the south side or south and west?
yeah. So the thing with the roof is it's a flat roof, first of all.
Okay,
It's a rubber roof.
okay.
And
I have one of those too.
yeah, and we've just talked about either, obviously, if we were to redo a whole roof, that is an astronomical, that will be a lot of money. If they just want to retar it, I'm waiting to get back on a quote for that. That won't be nearly as much. I'm more personally concerned about the AC on the rooftops because those are probably as old as the building. And it's the
That's the
building,
problem.
and the building in the summer is not cooling down, and I think that is the one, knock on wood, roof was fine this year. The last 2 winters, we've been great. I've gone up there and resealed some things myself. My technician and I, and we do what we can we do what we can with our hands.
Have you priced a new AC install?
I'm waiting, I've contacted multiple, getting anybody to get back right now. Has just been an issue, to be honest. I'm waiting on a quote, waiting on to get a hold and a walkthrough with that. There's 2 AC units up on the roof. Personally, I'm hoping one new AC in 2025 can handle it, but I do not know.
Okay,
I know baseline, that's gonna be upwards of 10.
so we're gonna leave it at 16,000 and 8,000.
Yeah.
All right. Repairs electrical.
Electrical repairs. I am asking for 2,200 for the 12 months, 1,100 for the 6 months, which equals 33. I've spent just about $1,600 this year. There's obviously, there's still some electrical work to be done. There's some this year, more outlets, more lights and dimmers and such.
Should we do 2,000 and 1,000?
1,000.
Cut
Yes.
300 off.
Hold on. Chris?
Did I hear from the?
I could probably do
commissioner?
2,000. I'd really like to keep that extra 100 for 27.
Okay,
So 2,000 for
Or
26. And keep
The 1,100.
27 at 1,100. All right,
Okay,
4606
Yes.
elevator.
here's elevator. Um. Again, these are maintenance. I have regular maintenance repairs with the elevator, plus anything that could possibly come up. This year, we've spent just under or $2,935. I have to still contact the electrician and the fire alarm company to update something this year. To pass an inspection.
I'm
look at
okay
the
with
history,
these amounts.
look at the
I
history.
did.
Yeah.
I'm okay
These
with
are
these
good.
amounts. 4608 fire or repairs fire alarm.
Yes, so repairs fire alarm, which is great. I've asked for 15 again, like last year, 750 and 2250. A lot of that, I'm getting another bill coming out because that will be it's contracted. They do regular maintenance every year. And I'll see if anything that ever pops up. I'd like to keep, I'm pretty close with that line. I'd like to keep that the same.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, me too. All right. Repairs, maintenance, heating.
Here's maintenance heating.
This should be a good story.
I'm asking for $7,000.
You spent 600 so
I've-
far.
So I'm looking at history,
Yeah,
but then something is wrong with this year.
Yes, there was a major heating problem. We had to get a whole new circulator valves and the whole such.
Okay, so that bill hasn't come in yet?
Yes, it is. We've spent.
I'm
we've
looking at
spent-
$632.
Oh, I got the wrong, oh. Sorry.
I'm
Okay.
looking at.
Okay, yes, sorry. I'm looking,
history
yep.
Would justify, but the last year doesn't. I mean, this is
Yeah, so sorry.
like-
Last year we did that. That is I'm looking at the wrong number. I'm sorry. Wrong sheet. When the heating problems do happen at the jail, it's usually quite a big problem. And it costs money. I mean,
So the history is there. Got lucky this year.
okay, let's leave it at that. Generators.
generator, knock on wood, that one's all fine. That is a yearly, he comes by. And he does that maintenance.
The contract is a $500 contract. That's
This year we spent
$295.
$295.
95. Nothing in 24 and 23 was 275.
So I can drop it down to 300 again then.
There we go.
3 and 3.
What time of the year does he do it?
In the summer, typically.
After June 30th?
Yeah, true, and I will set that up. I would make sure that does not happen.
Okay,
300 and 0.
300 and 0.
No, he does it. No, he does it in the summertime. He has his rounds.
So in 27, this is the first 6 months.
Right, June is the first 6 months.
So it's in June.
Yes.
It's before June 30th, not after June 30th.
Correct.
3 and 3. All right, parking lot, ground, snow.
Parking lot ground snow.
Yeah, 26 and 13.
Yeah, so I asked for the same as last year, I think.
100 more than last year.
100 more last year, thank you. I don't have that paper. It's not updated. We spent $12.90 this year, which is pretty good, so I could bring that one down. To, let's go 18.
18 and 9.
No, because it's
No.
not equal.
Cause it's two
Okay,
winters, so
fine. 18 and 13.
I think,
That seems reasonable.
yeah, I think 13 would, yeah.
Okay. So 4617 parking lots, ground, snow, 18 and 13.
Yes.
All right. Repairs, plumbing.
Prayers plumbing. So, sorry, I just gotta find myself here. I'm asking for 4,500, so what, and 2,250 for the jail. That jail frequently has issues with plumbing.
Yeah, we
What's that?
we heard that.
Yes, I just got a bunch of bills today that is part of the plumbing project, and that will definitely cap out this year's. And I would like to keep it.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Numbers.
Rubbish removal.
And this is the trash. So I'm right up there with trash.
This looks appropriate.
So that's why I've asked for a slight increase.
We're okay with that.
Good.
Okay,
And maintenance supplies,
Ma-
20 and 10.
yes, so maintenance supplies is relatively, I keep that, it's the same every year. I'm right at 20,000, just about all the time. It's gonna be filled out this year, the rest of this year.
The history supports it.
Mhm.
I'm okay with those.
Yeah,
Any other questions for facilities?
no.
I'm very curious if we can find out where we went, where we started versus where we are now.
So
We will.
you reduced the budget, hold on,
What's the difference?
sorry, just 1 second. Getting late, I guess. Yeah. So. If this calculated correct, the 12 month is 392,000. 638.50. The 6 month is $210,521.50, a total of $603,160. You have reduced the budget by $32,034.75.
Yay, thank you, Chris.
Okay,
Yeah.
should I run down the list just to make sure we're all on the same page?
Tell me the final number, how much it was reduced by and.
If we calculate it out correctly, $32,034.75. 323475.
32034 for you.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
you guys ready?
Mhm.
4105 mileage, 100 and
We're at it's.
we're at page 1. I'm reading the changes that we made, okay? And these are only the changes, so.
Mhm.
100 for 26, and the first number I'll give you is the 12-month 26 and then the stub period. 150. 4110 meals, 150.75. 4303 electric, commissioner's court, 58.3150. 4304 electric EMA, 650.375. 4307 electric sheriff. 13,000 and 8,200. Electric dispatch, 4308. 18,300 and 8,000. Water sewer sheriff, 4313. 1850 and 1,000. 4314, water sewer dispatch, 1,600, 800. 4599 tower site electric. 10,800, 10,800 and 5,800. 4605 snow removal commissioner's court, 1,100, 900. 4606 snow removal co-op, 2,100, 2,000. 4616 electric RPS EMA, 500, and we kept we didn't change the 6 months. Okay, now here's where we put things together. Okay, for 4621, 4622, 4625, 4626, and 4627. We said, Chris, you have $2,500 for 2026. Spread it however you wish. And you have $1,250 for the 6 month period.
Can you repeat that again, please?
Pardon?
Can you repeat that again?
You got all the numbers or do you need
You
those?
said 2,500 for 2026, and what did you say? for
1,250
Thank you.
for the 6 month period. 4628 clean Maine sheriff. 1,500 and 800. 4631 clean co-op. 200 and 100. 4632 clean Maine dispatch. 1,350 and 650. 4633 clean maintenance EMA 150. Now we've got a grouping for accounts.
Oh.
4635, 4636, 4638, 4639, 4640, and 4641. You have $6,000 for the 12 month and $3,000 for the 6 month period.
6,000, I'm sorry, 6,000 and what?
And 3,000. 4835 postage 00. Here we got another grouping. Plumbing. 4839, 48, 40, 48, 41, 48, 43, 48, 44, 48, 45. You have 2,000 and 1,000. 4890 maintenance commissioner's court maintenance management 2,800, and we didn't change the 6 month stuff. Jail. Oh, wait a second, did I miss something?
Yeah.
You don't share.
It's because I had too damn many. On the. There we go. All right. 5209 fuel sheriff. 4,200, and we did not change the 6 month. 5211 fuel co-op extension. 2,000, and we did not change the 6 month. 5335 office supplies, 800 and 400. And I gotta go to my other page 3. $4302 electricity, 33,000 and 18,000. 4303 fuel oil, 10,000, and we didn't change the 6 month. 4308 sewage, 7,200 and 4,800. 4601 repairs maintenance, air conditioning, 1,500, 750. Repairs electrical, 4605, 2,000, and we didn't change the 6 month period. 4609 general maintenance, 300 and 300. 4617 parking lots grounds slow, 1,800, and we didn't change the 6 month period. So those are all the changes I had. Anyway, I think with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Chris, you did a fabulous
All in
job.
favor?
Thank you.
All right.
Second.
See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you guys too. I appreciate you working with me and